Hi, Leo. Was it reading for mid September 2020? I've been shuffling off camera, but now you can see that I've shuffled a little bit on camera. Um, I've been mentioning in all my readings that I'm going through a little bit of a tough time financially. So if you're at all interested in getting a personal reading for the rest of the month, they are $8 for one question and $11 for two question readings. And if not, just enjoy this reading. That's all right too. Everything will work out. You got a lot of royalty. You got Queen of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, and King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Swords all out on the table. So you have a king or queen of every suit represented. Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Give me just a moment to take this in. Okay, I'm just going to start reading because there's not a clear linear story coming out like in a lot of readings I've done this morning. But right off the bat, what I'm picking up is somebody who's making a decision about a partner. I feel like there's somebody that you feel compliments you well, and I feel like one of you or both of you is weighing this relationship out. You're thinking about the future potential of it, and I feel like you both have options about potential partners, or at least one of you does. One of you may have, a lot of potential partners. And, there's several ways that I could read this. And I'll invite you to just take what resonates with you and disregard what doesn't. But maybe one of these people has quite a few options that they could choose from. And to some extent, they're considering you. Or you're considering them, depending on who you are in this. I feel like there is concern about that for the other person, if that's what's going on here, that there's concern about being taken advantage of or not appreciated. And that needs to be let go of if that's what's going on. Because, you're going to have to find a way to work with that and dispel that fear. Navigate that, work through it, because there's no reason that you can't, for one thing. Like, there's definitely indicators here that you could see clearly and see past that and just have trust that this is actually a good thing, that this is somebody who is good for you or them, for whoever is having that doubt. Because it really looks to me like if this comes together, it is going to be very, very good. I feel like one person may have more options presently, but I feel like the other person is more developed. The person who's actually the person who's having the fear and the reservations um, is actually somewhat more developed than the other person. Maybe they're a little farther down the path. Maybe they're a little more. Maybe they're older. And maybe it's not even that this other person has a ton of romantic options, although that is my first inclination. It may just be that they have a very active social life. Because so many of the royalty is on this side of the spread, right? It's all bunched together. And then there's this person over here, but their side of the spread is, with the exception of this Five of Swords, which to me is what's representing this apprehension, is Major Arcana. So it's not like that, but they come together here at the Two of Wands and the Four of Wands, at this in the center positions in the spread. So it's not even like this person is underdeveloped. It's not like they're really immature, and although they may be immature in some ways, because you could read this also as like aspects of their personality. And you do have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. But I do feel like this person has maybe a little more experience on them. I don't know if this is you or them, but I'm going to assume that this is you because the Strength card is over here, which is, a Leo card. So I'm going to read it that way. And if you want to reverse roles, if I talk about it one way and you need to reverse the roles, you're definitely free to do that. You're totally encouraged to do that. This person definitely seems like they've been a little farther down the path than the other person, but that they do have this commonality. There's something that brings them together. I feel like they really just resonate with one another and appreciate one another. The only thing that's really showing up that is a block is this Five of Swords. And I feel like it's just this fear that it's not going to work out, that you'll be deceived or let down by the situation. And, it's near the heart of the reading. I feel like it's a central thing, especially when I take into consideration that it's like the only thing like that. That there is just this nagging doubt about whether this connection could work. But really all the indicators here are that it would work out really, really well. I mean, aside from the fact that I'm reading these two people because they are kings and queens, they are a king and a queen, specifically, which obviously are like complementing because they're equal. They may not be exactly the same, but they're equal, and they regard each other as equal and important. They respect each other. They respect each other's differences. They respect what the other brings to the table, what the other has to offer. And more importantly, they celebrate that. They recognize their differences and they celebrate them. They realize what they're bringing to the table because they know that they don't, nobody's got it all figured out. Nobody holds all the cards and everybody brings something. These two specifically, I feel like, bring complementary energies, things that really bridge that gap. They really close the gap to allow them to come together in a like helpful union. And like I said, this one person, I don't see a lot of, I see one of these people being really immersed in their romantic or social life, either dating a lot or hanging out with friends a lot, and the other person not so much, but what they lack in social circles, they bring other value in spades. Things that I don't think that most people have to offer. Things that I think are really uncommon. I think that they're in a level that, they've unlocked some doors that most people never unlock. And this person, their counterpart here, I feel like really recognizes that. That they, even though they're dealing with all these other people who may be valuable in their own right, they definitely are. We're not talking about, bad people or anything like that. But this person over here with the social life, the romantic life, whatever, doesn't know anybody like this person. They may know a lot of people. They may have a wide social circle, but they don't know anybody like this person. They don't know anybody like the King of Pentacles. They know people who bring a lot to the table, and they don't know anybody who brings this. To some extent, I think that it's probably surprising to them because it's so different from anybody that they've known. Can I get more insight into the potential future of this connection? 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a choice to be made. There's a bit of a stalemate, and then the short term, this is definitely not coming together. But there is a decision that will have to be made of whether or not you two will continue to give to this connection. Like I said, I feel like there is a great potential in this connection. I feel like you two connect in a way that, you don't meet people, neither of you, I feel like, meet people often that you connect with this way. And I feel like in time it would be a thing that actually grew for both of you, that the connection would grow and become stronger and more stable. But you will have to, there's something standing in the way of it, and you will have to decide if it's something that you're going to continue to give to, if it's something worth giving to. Whatever this stumbling block is, it's something that the two of you will have to navigate together and decide, or separately. I don't know. It may just be something that maybe one of you will decide that you have to give energy to something else because it's a stalemate and it's not moving forward. That I'm going to pull a couple of oracle cards and close out the reading. See if I can get a little more insight into this situation. Please give me a little more clarity into this connection. Well, this is a little more hopeful than these clarifying cards here. which this doesn't necessarily mean, or I would have said it, that the connection has no potential. It's just that it's at a stalemate for now. You all are not coming together, and there's going to have to be a decision made about whether you do continue to move forward. But here on the bottom of the deck, we have Door to Personal Healing and Happiness. And the two cards that I pulled are Yin Yang and Patience. So Yin Yang is 22, which is 4, which I connecting here with the 4 of Wands, which is you two coming together in union. And it's a happy union. And it's also supported in the fact that it's yin and yang. It's a balanced thing, like I was saying before. It's a balanced relationship. But you do have to be patient. There is an element of needing to be patient in this connection because it's definitely not coming together right away. Whatever this is about, whatever it is I don't know what it is that's standing in your way. I mean, I can pinpoint it here in the reading clearly as the 5 of Swords. But being swords, it could mean that it's all in your head, that there is some kind of mental block preventing you both from just saying how you feel about each other. From just saying, hey, I don't know if you feel this, but I don't connect with other people the way that I connect with you. I don't feel understood by other people the way that I feel like you understand me. There is something that's preventing you from just saying that and preventing them from just saying that. Maybe you're both just sitting around waiting for each other to go, do you feel this? Maybe this person who dates a lot or has a wide social circle, maybe they're with somebody and it's preventing you from, they're going around dating all the kings and queens, anybody in the court they can find, they're giving them a shot. And maybe that's off-putting to this King of Pentacles. That would make sense, actually, as far as this 5 of Swords goes. So he's just like, I'll continue to focus on myself, develop myself. But ultimately, anyway, there is this element of patience regarding the situation that is required to see how it develops going forward. But I feel like there's so much potential here that it's kind of crazy, honestly. So I hope that resonates with you, Leo. It's very, very different reading from all the other readings I've done this morning. And I hope that it evolves in a positive way for you. I hope you have a good rest of your month. Take care of yourself. Bye.